Hey, glad you made it. We're going to edit this podcast together, so let's get started. First, let's familiarize ourselves a bit with Audacity. We're going to open Audacity by clicking on the Audacity icon. I'm editing on a Mac, so it might look different for you if you're on a PC or Chromebook, but the steps will be the same. Like we talked about way back in Module 3, Audacity is a digital audio workstation, or DAW. In Audacity, we'll be able to manipulate the audio we recorded for our podcast to create a final product. Let's take a look at what we see in here. The first thing we're going to look at is this line here. We talked about these settings before, but let's review. Core audio is going to be our only selection here. There's a microphone input. I'm going to select my microphone here. You have an option of recording in mono or stereo. And your audio output is where you'll select your headphones. My headphones are the built-in output. Now I'm going to press record just so we have some audio in here to look at. So this is me recording some audio as an example of what it looks like when you record in Audacity. And when I'm done, I'm going to select this stop button. When I press record, it created a new audio track, and you can see it's on a timeline marked by seconds along the top. Now that I have that recorded, I can play it back by pressing play. So this is me recording some audio as an example of what it looks like when you record in Audacity. Or if I put my mouse over the timeline, I can see a scrub bar and I can click on the timeline and it will play from where I selected. It looks like when you record in Audacity. The other buttons in this section are pause, which will pause the audio during playback. Skip to start, which will bring the scrub bar to the beginning, and skip to end will bring the scrub bar to the end. Over here we have a set of tools. We'll talk more about a few of these later when we get into editing our podcast, but just know you have a selection of tools here. Right here is your input audio meter. If I click to start monitoring, you'll be able to see my voice is being picked up by the microphone. And if I switch to stereo, you'll see the sound come from both the left and right meters. The next one is the output audio meter, so you'll be able to see that bounce during playback. So this is me recording some audio as an example of what it looks like when you record in Audacity. You can adjust your recording volume here, and your playback volume, aka how loud it is in your headphones, here. In this last row, we have cut, copy, and paste. This tool will delete any audio around a selection like this. I'm going to click this undo button. This is the redo button. This tool will silence a selection like this. There's a zoom in and zoom out button, which is helpful if you're trying to isolate a short selection of audio. Maybe this is an that you want to cut out. There is a fit selection to width, which will make this selection fill out the whole screen. If I want to see all of my audio in my timeline at once, I would click this Fit Project to Width button. The last one toggles between the last two zoom settings. And finally, we have our playback speed, where you can slow down your audio or speed it up. Now that we're more familiar with Audacity, let's edit our podcast.